Yes, we are celebrating World Running Day, and we're doing it a little different because learning how to pace yourself while running it is already difficult for most runners. And it's also super common to start your race off like a rocket ship and then you find yourself falling out of the sky before you even made landing. Now, the goal is to learn how to settle in and to be, run from a specific pace from the start to finish. And who better than to demonstrate this with us? Ashraf, you are here, you're a marathon runner and preparing for your 7th Comrades. How are you feeling leading up to this weekend?
I'm feeling good, anxious. You must always be a bit of nerves. And I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm ready, yeah, so.
I'm happy you came in your fitness clothing today because that means we're going to take full advantage of this. Now, to become a pace runner, just to correct me if I'm wrong, are you the leader of the bus?
I'm the leader of the bus.
You run with the flag?
With the flag, yeah.
So what pace do you set?
At Commonwealth this weekend, I'm pacing the 11-hour bus.
Okay.
So I'll be running 87.7 kilometers in 11 hours,
okay.
Which gives you an average pace of about 7 minutes 15 per kilometer.
Okay.
All day.
I think I would, if I had to be fit enough to do the Comrades, I would be in your bus. So how do you get into prepping your body and mind to be able to run that pace?
So it's a culmination of years or months of running and training. But, in Cape Town, we've got races. It actually takes you to oceans. It takes you to Comrades. So we're fortunate that we basically have an informal program leading you to the race. But it's Comrades, people say you must run 120 kilometers a week training. I do about 60, 70 kilometers a week. There's also, if you want to run a good time, you'll have to put in a lot of mileage. But like myself, I run because I love running. You just have to stay fit, all year.
Okay. Well, we are in our fitness gear. We have got the mats in front of us. How would you prepare yourself physically now to get going, other than running?
Pre-race.
Pre-race.
Well, it's like loosening up the hips and I'm very tight on my hips.
Okay.
But it's like normally just like opening up the hips and then they call it that one over there.
Where you just bend you really just get into the glutes.
Yeah, getting into the glutes and stretching it out over here. And then we'll do the other side.
Now, it's always tricky. I know it's easy for people to say you have to run that specific pace from start to finish, but big races, there are a lot of people in the beginning, so you don't get to, from the get-go, run your desired pace. Yeah. How do you then factor that in to make sure that you are running on time to get your bus across the finish line at the time you're hoping to?
So, we have a pace chart that Paul does for us, and we keep it as a guideline. And you'll check in every kilometer, every 5 kilometers. The chart would say you must be on 10 Ks in an hour and 5 minutes, or an hour and 7 minutes. And then, but with Comrades, it's hills, low hills, low down hills. Like, I just came back from London Marathon, where it's flat as a pancake.
Okay.
And they give you a consistent, every kilometer is exactly the same. But in South Africa, we have all these hills and downhills.
Yeah.
So they factor in like walk run on the hills. Because, 87 kilometers is a long way to go. And you have like 5 big hills. You have okay, on the down run, it's not as much, but your legs are shot.
Your legs will be...
You're running on your little tippy toes after 50 Ks because your quads are gone.
Yeah. So as you manning the bus, as you're setting the pace, do you then just control your own nutrition, or do you guys hey, hydrate, time to
I will say every hour, I believe every 50 to 55 minutes, okay, take your gel or eat something.
Okay.
For every hour, drink 750 ml of fluids. But not only water, maybe like a carb protein drink, so you're not losing all the vitamins. And supplements in your body. So
Amazing.
not just flushing everything out.
You're not just flushing it out. Well, listen, that's all part of your training. I don't think someone that doesn't know how to fuel their body would go to the comrades. So obviously warming up the legs, very important. You said you find your hips quite stiff, so you've been loosening that up. So pre-race, you just making sure...
Yeah, I will stretch, and you know, like you have lots of leg loosening, like, you know, I'm not as agile as, like, you know, that type of thing.
Yes. Do you do a warm-up run for the comrades? Because, I mean, you're about to run like 80-something kilometers.
I'll run to the start just from the bus. Yeah, but you do do a little warm-up trot and get the legs moving. There's a lot of, on comrades, there's a lot of nerves. You know, so you have to, you know, you have to settle first.
Yeah.
And then there's 18,000, 20,000 people lining up. You have start pins and getting to it. So I would say get early to the race, settle the nerves, and just like breathe and relax, you know, that type of thing. But there's a lot of like nerves when it comes to comrades, and like the first 10Ks, it just takes you to settle in. You know, you'll see people like all things happens on comrades.
Yeah,
you know.
you see everything happening. Well, let's quickly finish off. When you are about to, let's say after the race, any stretching, do you even have energy to stretch off?
Well, you should like stretch.
You should.
Yeah, you should stretch your glutes, and you should your lower back. 87 kilometers, your lower back is sore. So you like you stretch down and back.
Just give it a...
Yeah, and down again.
And just
get
into it.
Yeah, and then like it's basically the hips again. You'll do that we were doing earlier.
Just opening up the hips.
Yeah, opening up the hips. Because these are like sea stuff, eh?
Yeah.
After running a marathon, I mean, you ran a marathon.
And now you're doing comrades.
Yeah. You should do comrades next year.
I don't know if I'm ready for that. I don't know. Like you said, some people recommend you run 120 kilometers a week.
Yeah, it's a crazy one.
It is a crazy, it's a serious commitment. But I just want to wish you all the best for this coming weekend. We will be, I know I'll be watching it. Ever since doing the marathon myself, I now enjoy watching marathon runners and just supporting that whole journey online and like from a distance.
Yeah.
But all the best for the race, and thank you for showing us some of the ways that you just warm up your body.
Thank you.
And of course, if you are running the comrades this weekend, we wish all of the runners the best of luck.